Snow has been coming down throughout Maine for most of the day. We have team coverage in tonight. Meteorologist Dana Osgood is tracking the current conditions in Brunswick, while Christian Harsa is in the Bangor area. Meteorologist Ryan Breton is also taking a look at the storm's pattern. We'll get to them in just a minute, but first let's get a check of the weather with meteorologist Keith Carson.
Hey, we got a lot going on, as you just mentioned there, Caroline, and the last of it's just moving out of southern Maine. So we're wrapping this up pretty rapidly over the southern half of the state. You see a couple of snow showers back here, so there are some flakes still flying, but the bulk of this is now done. If you're Portland points south and just about into Brunswick, we have one last gasp of some decent snow there. The snow shield across down East Maine has kind of gotten ripped apart here a bit. So we had some snow going the last hour or two, but you can see that most of that is starting to peel away. So we've got one more band that will come through in the next hour or two, and then they'll be shut down there too. So this was always a quick moving storm system. Of course, it seems like we got our snowfall totals that we predicted mostly just from the intensity of the snow that did come down for several hours. So this is wrapping out of here quickly, and you can see the last of it's out by 9-10 o'clock even across far northern Maine. After that, it's not a particularly frigid night, at least not by recent standards in which we've had really cold temperatures behind storms. We're in the 20s and 30s, and then tomorrow temperatures start falling with some gusty winds and dropping down into the 20s. Do you have another storm that we have to track as we get into Saturday night and Sunday? We'll do more of that in just a few minutes. First, let's wrap this storm up and go to Dana Osgood. This looks like a few flakes still flying where you're at.
Hi, Keith. Yes, we are currently in downtown Brunswick. I would say it's pretty much lightly snowing at the present moment. The road conditions have been okay, and they've actually plowed the sidewalks right where we were standing. So conditions have definitely been improving over the past couple of hours. The snow will continue to wind down. Overall, the character of the snow as well has been fairly light, which means it should be pretty easy overall for shoveling and plowing. Just make sure you kind of take some breaks in between when you're out there doing that. We could see some freezing drizzle on the back end of this system, which could kind of make a little bit of an icy crust over the snow, which might make things a little bit extra slippery as we get within the next few hours. So the snow will continue to depart from west to east within the next few hours, but a pattern like this might be continuing over the next 2 weeks. We'll have Ryan Breton take a look at how things are shaping up for the coming forecast.
Hey Dana, very different than what we've experienced so far this winter. These are the numbers which include, by the way, part of this storm, not the total amount, but part of this storm included. We're up to 26 inches on the season in Portland, 44 in Caribou, which is way below average. And most of this winter so far, and specifically last month, the jet stream was way down to our south. It was quite cold here, but any snow we got were from these little Alberta clippers, which don't have much moisture with them, just some snow showers and squalls. And there were storms, but they were all guided down to our south, which is why some of the Gulf Coast states saw record snow, and we really didn't have much appreciable snow during the month of January. But now the pattern has changed. The jet stream has moved north, and it's pointed more toward the northeast. That also means there's warmer air available over the southeast, and these storms that are now coming at us will at least have more moisture available to them and may be able to strengthen a bit more. Doesn't mean we're going to get hit by every single one of these storm systems, but over at least the next 10 to 14 days, the jet stream is aligned that they will at least be potential hits for us here in Maine and New Hampshire. And you can see this storm goes by. The next one, as we've been talking about, comes in over the weekend, may get a day or two break, and then another storm may be possible middle to end of next week. Keith will have much more on the specifics of that coming up in just a bit. Caroline, back to you.
Ryan, thank you.